to divide the 600,000 Sinovac vaccines among those on the front line and make sure they get a second dose. It's now the turn of private hospitals like Cardinal Santos Medical Center. 300 vials of the Chinese-made vaccine arrived here Tuesday night. That's too little if you think of the hospital's target of 1,400 frontliners. At 2 vaccine shots to complete a full dose, Cardinal Santos should have at least 2,800 vials. Wednesday's ceremonial vaccination involved only 2 doctors and an HR executive getting the first dose. At least 100 more will take a shot later this week.
My really big request is that please guarantee that I would have the second dose for all our first dose vaccinees. With the arrival of the 1 million more doses of the Sinovac, then the second dose for all our healthcare workers is a guarantee.
Those 1 million Sinovac doses are part of the government's vaccine purchases, on top of China's donation. Hopes are high that the next tranche of Sinovac will arrive this March, because if not, the government puts at risk the first batch of Sinovac vaccinees who will need a second jab in 4 weeks, the interval needed in between shots. Those fresh worries over timely vaccine arrival reflect the early birth pains in Duterte administration's ambitious immunization plan. The Philippines was the last in Southeast Asia to get vaccine supplies. Cardinal Santos, for example, had been waiting for the Pfizer vaccine since mid-February. It even bought ultra-low freezers to store Pfizer, which requires minus 70 degrees Celsius. But it's Sinovac that came first.
We have a total of 1,900 plus. However, because the Sinovac vaccine does not allow 59-year-old and over to be vaccinated, so there are some dropouts from our master list. And of course, you cannot force people if they don't want this kind of vaccine.
We were really hoping to get Pfizer, but we realized as we listened to what the experts have to say.
So to answer the question earlier, how can the first tranche of Sinovac vaccines be enough for the first batch of vaccinees? Maybe not, because if the final dose for them largely depends on the second batch of 1 million doses, then they're counting on government's word to deliver the vaccine on time as they start counting the 4-week interval. Lois Calderon, CNN Philippines.